Good morning, puppies! How are you guys doing? Hey, Daddy. What's up, boy? Oh, good boy. Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to Lola's Farm Experience. Good morning, little bro. How are you doing? No. Good morning, girls. What's up? Good girl. Girls, let's go. Woohoo! Today is a very special day, not just because we are all together reunited here back in the farm, but also because the building of my A-frame house is gonna continue today. But first, coffee. This is one of the flavors that I miss the most during my entire trip. Flavor of the Panamanian coffee is the best. I'm gonna be taking back on the building of this house from today, but things are gonna be working a little bit different from now. This farm is already beautiful. I mean, we got goats. Hey, baby. We got chickens. Hey, bro. We got puppies. Hola, Teddy. We got some plants. We have a cat. We have a Farmeros Lolus. We have so many buildings that we have built during the entire time that we have been living in here. And we also got a stunning view from here. The great majority of this project have been completed thanks to teamwork and thanks to your support. But there is still lots of projects that we have to finish and we have to take on in order to bring Lola's farm to the sweet spot. For that reason, we all are gonna be taking on different projects around the farm. My main focus is gonna be my A-frame house. I have to finish that thing, and the rest of the team is gonna be working on different projects around the farm. But that doesn't mean that we are not gonna be helping each other every time we need it. In my case, when I'm gonna raise up those A-frames, those huge and heavy things, I'm gonna need a lot of help, and these guys are gonna be there to provide it. And every time that they need help with something that I can do, they're gonna tell me and I will do it. So this is like a special kind of teamwork, and I say that it's a teamwork because all of us are aiming for the same final goal, that is to create this community, make it warm and cozy for all of us. Let's make it! Woohoo! We have been building those A-frames entirely with caballos. If you guys don't know what a caballo is, it's basically two metal beams that we put together and we weld until create this kind of like square structure. This makes twice stronger, even more than that, as a single beam, but this thing is very tedious to work with. To be honest, in the farm, we don't really trust caballos at 100%, but we have to build with it because it's one of the only kind of materials that we can find here in Boquete in Panama. So caballos it's gonna be. And as we know that caballos may be not the best option to work in this structure, we decided to add another A-frame in the back here. So instead of being 3 A-frames, it's gonna be 4 A-frames. But as we did that, we changed all the distances between this piece to that piece, from this piece to the next A that is gonna go there, and from there to the next one. So all those measurements are gonna be completely different, because in the beginning it was gonna be just 3 of them, and there was gonna be one there, one in the middle, and the other there, and they need to be aligned with these floor joists. I'm not sure how is the real name for this, but this is basically the base for the floor. And don't panic yet. Before to do that, we asked the engineer and we asked the architect, and they confirmed that in fact we could do that, and it will make the whole structure even stronger, the roof structure, and also because I'm gonna have another, it's gonna be like a second level where my bed is gonna be. It's gonna be like somewhere around there in the top. That's where my bedroom is gonna be. Woo! Please don't judge me. This used to be Kake's job, and to be honest, I don't have a really good knife. I don't have a machete down here. Kake has his fancy Leatherman, and he was the one who did it. But I think I crushed it with the axe. I thought it was gonna be easier, but no, it's still as hard as the last time I laid it there. Accident number 1. I was walking and I hit my head with one of those beans. It hurt so much. First thing I'm gonna buy tomorrow is a helmet. I've been laying here for the last 5 minutes and it still is hurting. Mama! I'm feeling better now. But I was cutting this one. This one is already done. I just cut it, and I didn't realize that the sparks that the grinder was producing were falling here, and they turned on a fire. That when I realized it was extending everywhere in here, and I was like, ah, fire! Had to turn it off. But that one is ready. Now the next thing that I have to do is start cutting metal plates, because I have to position those metal plates right here. And where I cut this beam, I have to cut a 3 inches by 6 inches metal plate to put it here, so I can place the other beam that is gonna go up, and then I also have to place one more there. I have to place one more here, and probably I'm gonna have to do it too, because there is another beam of these ones that's gonna go all the way in the end, and I still have to put those plates in there. So in total I'm gonna have to cut six plates I have to cut. So I have to bring the generator all the way up. That's not nice at all. This is one of those days where you don't really see the progress. I work most of the day just cutting these metal pieces, making sure that they were in the exact spot where I wanted. I got this one, I got the other one on the other side. I also spent a very long time cutting the metal plates that I'm gonna be using for the rest of the A-frames. These metal plates. These are actually half of an inch, and going through these with the angle grinder that we have takes a very long time. But besides that, it looks that there is not that much progress today. I went in my head through every single step that I'm gonna have to do next in here. I mean, all the welding part, all the other things that I'm gonna have to do. I mean, the metal beams that are gonna come up like that one, all the next frames. I went in my head through all of that so I can be ready for it when it comes. That is gonna be in a few days actually. But that is it. I am done for today, and I will see you tomorrow. Is it just me, or that cloud looks like a dolphin? Good morning everyone. Today I went to town. First thing in the morning, got my helmet. I got my helmet. It's my blue helmet. I will probably have to wear it every single day. Let me show you what I hit my head with. Was this one of these metal beams that is like pretty sharp actually. Actually my head still hurt a little bit, but it's nothing that bad. I'm good now. Oh, you see? It works! It works! The main project for today was gonna be to finish welding the plates in here, but our weather said no, you're not gonna weld today. As you can see, clouds in the front, clouds in the back, at the right and at the left, and even some bajareke. If I start welding like that, I'm taking some chances of getting electrocuted. So instead of that, we're gonna be doing some gardening today. I have the belief that our soil is mostly an acidic soil. And I say this because I have been observing some natural indicators such as pines that grow in acidic soils, also tomatoes grow in acidic soils, blueberries, kind of like some wild berries, and yellow foliage is also present in acidic soils. And guess what? We have all of that in here. Also carrots grow pretty good in this kind of soil. We have tried, actually we have some carrots growing up and they are doing pretty good. So based on that, I think our soil is mostly an acidic soil. Acidic soils could be the result of the overgrowth of agriculture and the excess of rain. And before this land passed to be our home base, it used to be a farm where they used to produce lots of things such as peppers, carrots, lettuce, cabbage, and all that kind of stuff. And we also get over 100 inches of rain every single year. For example, right now it is raining. No, there are a few ways to turn an acidic soil into a regular soil. So one of the ways that I have been researching and I learned during my last trip through Central America is that you can use ground limestone too. But I have been researching a lot and I discovered that mulch also helps a lot to reduce the level of acidity in the soil. And I'm not sure if by adding ground limestone to the soil is gonna cause kind of like a long-term effect in our land, and I don't want to take those chances. Now coming back to our main topic, mulch. Mulch is nothing more than a pile of organic materials, kind of like branches, leaves, and there are two main ways to do it. The first one is human-made mulch. That happens when you cut branches, you cut leaves, and then you put them in one place. That organic material starts getting rotten, and that is creating compost. That is like all the nutrients that were in those trims that you put in there are gonna start going back to the soil again. And the other way is the one that has been around for millions of years. Nature. You see all those trees over there? They create mulch. All this thing that you see here, for example, this soil is loaded on nutrients because the trees has been producing these nutrients for years, hundreds of years actually. Now, trees produce this kind of material, this compost, to feed themselves. But there are certain regions in the planet where the production of this organic compost is way higher than what it should be. For example, in the rainforest, because all the moisture and the humidity level that is in the rainforest, the decomposition process happens even faster. All this thing that you see here, in a few months is gonna be dirt. And as the plants are very tight, they are like one right next to each other, they're producing lots of leaves, lots of branches that are coming down to the ground and start decomposing. So the trees in the rainforest actually produce way more nutrients than what they actually need. Now, if you take a closer look to this little plant, it haven't produced any kind of mulch yet because it's too tiny. But it is using the mulch that the other plants already produce, like those trees that are in the top there. So it is kind of like a symbiosis that is happening inside of nature. And that is a natural symbiosis. But there could also be an artificial symbiosis. That is basically that I can take these leaves from here, I can put them right here, I can take some of this dirt, put it also right here in the base of this little plant. So this little plant is gonna be actually absorbing the nutrients that the other plant created here. That is basically what I'm gonna do with the plants, with all the fruitful trees that I'm gonna be planting. Just look at all that sweet and fresh compost. Oh, it smells so good. So fresh. But again, this is just an experiment. I could be right with this or I could be very wrong. And that's why I'm experimenting in this area with the trees that I'm just gonna plant. Over here I got some aguacate, I got orange, and I got some lemon. Oh, it smells so good. We're gonna start with the orange because this one is the one that is gonna be the closest to my house. And the orange trees usually don't grow that big, but the avocado trees, the aguacate trees, they grow pretty high. And if at some point the wind takes it down, the orange tree is not gonna hit my house, but the aguacate tree is gonna hit it. Next, we have a lemon. I know that it's lemon because the smell. Yeah, it smells like lemon peel. I'm doing the small trees near to my house because I'm also gonna have the solar panels pretty close to my house, and if I have a giant avocado tree over here, at some point it could put some shade on my solar panels and then I won't get as much energy as I want. So I'm kind of like thinking it's smart. If it works, it's gonna be amazing. This one is actually a very special kind of aguacate. We call this one here aguacate mantequilla, that is basically butter avocado. And we call it like that because it's a little bit oily and it's delicious. Once you peel it, you can literally take the skin with your hand. You don't need a spoon. And last but not least, avocado. This is what dry season around here means. Like, we got Bajarek in that side, we got sun in the other side, a bunch of clouds, we got blue sky, and of course, the usual, some wind. Got you! After an experimental day, there is nothing like a cold shower. I'm getting into cold showers again. I got inspired by Kaylee and I'm gonna try to keep doing it. It feels very good. It's like your brain or your entire body gets like a kind of like a shock once the cold water hits you and you're like, ooh, I'm gonna stay awake. But it feels pretty good. Usually people do this in the morning, but I like to do it in the afternoons also because I have to put a lot of work on editing and also like thinking for next day. But yes, cold showers. Every once in a while a hot shower is also very good. The day and it turned into a beautiful day. Well, I'll for a little bit. See the sun right there. Beautiful sky with lots of clouds now. Well, we didn't do that much progress this week, but besides I didn't get that much physical work, I got a lot of planning done. I just ordered a new batch of materials to continue building this thing, this A-frame. That's gonna be my future house! Woo! Thanks to everyone who has been following this adventure, this entire journey that is called life. Making mistakes, that is part of it, and I'm here to do them. I think that's the beauty of life. Make your own mistakes, you learn from it, you get frustrated, you get happy once you crush it, but this is it. It's a whole package that comes with life, and dreams are included there, and I'm getting my dreams on. I'm trying to accomplish as many dreams as I can in this life. I just got the traveling done a few weeks ago, dude. I'm so proud of myself. But thanks guys, you guys are the best, love you so much, and I'll see you next time. By the way, I'm gonna go back to posting twice a week. It's gonna be Saturday mornings and Wednesday mornings, so if you wanna stick there for the rest of this adventure of building an A-frame house, I will see you there, you will see me there, so